And one of our favorite people in the world, we've got Miss Winroad Therapy.
And she muted herself.
You're muted, Des.
Hey, yeah, because the puppy is
The puppy's
he's
being a
crying.
puppy.
He's being a puppy. Hello, everybody.
How is everybody doing tonight?
Great.
Recuperating.
Recuperating still?
Well,
Or did
no,
you go
I mean,
out party last night?
I finally reached that point.
How long did it end up taking you to get home, XAN?
About 7 hours.
Oh, that ain't too bad.
Oh.
So, what did you all think of your first Spring Fling rally? I know XAN and Dez was your first. Chasing Adventures, you guys were there last year, just not creating content, right?
Yeah, I think this was our third one.
Yeah, third.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I was there for
That was
Bike
my
Blues Barbecue last fall, but this is my first spring
Right.
fling.
And this is my first Spring Fling, but I was there for. It wasn't Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. It was the year that they canceled it and then postponed it and made it in October. So that was in 2022. So September of 2022.
You were supposed to be going from there to
It was Lake of the Ozarks, Spring Fling, and then K River. So it's a nice progression.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
If you have the time or the weekends off to do Lake of the Ozarks, go if you live in the area. Because if you live in New York or Florida, you can't be going back and forth. But, I was fortunate enough to be able to do all three in sequential order. So it was they called it BFE that year.
Well, they do have Bike Fest Eureka every year during BB Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
So, yeah, they just didn't call it. And then 2 weeks after K River, they had Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. Something with Rogers. Does that make sense? Do you remember that?
Fayetteville didn't want the rally anymore.
There we go.
Rogers picked it up, is what it was.
Nice. Yeah, that was when Eureka stepped up their game on doing a lot more in Eureka because Fayetteville had canceled it and it got kind of messed up for a year or two, and Rogers was figuring their stuff out.
There you go.
Which I hear that's picking up too. So
yeah, it was cool last year.
I went to Rogers and you guys were there on Friday. I was there on Thursday. They didn't have anything set up, like any vendors outside. So you let me know. Did Pig Trail have vendors?
They never did have vendors set up at Pig Trail Harley.
Yeah. So all the vendors were at Eureka Springs Harley Davidson, which is right in town. So that makes sense. But I don't know. You want it just like Milwaukee for the 120th. All the dealerships participated in it. Yeah,
that's true. I remember seeing Doc Harley's video where he ended up going to most of the dealers around.
Yeah, actually, it was a hog challenge to go to 6 or 5 dealerships. I forget what it was.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it took all. I got there on Tuesday for the 120th, and no, I got there on Monday. So Tuesday, Be the Rider PA was there, and he's like, I'm at Open Road Harley Davidson, which is right up the road from where I was camping. He's like, come on over. And I was like, well, I was going to chill by the pool. He's like, get on your bike and come over here and meet me. And I was like, okay. So I did. So I got an extra dealership out of that 5 or 6, 7. I don't remember how many. But it's a pretty cool challenge to do. You get to see what every dealership is doing.
Yeah, and they all had different vendors, so.
Yep, they did.
But they really wasn't that many vendors set up at Eureka Springs Harley.
They did. I didn't. After I went there before the rally, and then I went there on Sunday at the end of it.
Yeah, they had a patch place set up. They had the all-out dyno drags, which is pretty cool. I've never seen that before. The only thing I'd seen like that was the burnout drags they did there at Adam Sandoval's K River.
Right,
Stubborn American. That's it.
Yeah, I saw the Dino Drag. Sonny put it on his video. That was pretty cool.
I must have missed that one. I was waiting for somebody to post it because we just didn't make it up there all weekend.
I got a couple videos. I just haven't put anything together yet.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, the Wackinators are supposed to have something about the Dino Drags on there. Supposedly the missus beat the Mr. Wackinator there.
Nice. Come on. Would you think anything else?
Let's see. They were telling a story when I was there because they keep the crowd entertained between rounds. Where one woman told her husband, "I could beat that time," and he goes, "Go at it." This is at a private ground, so and she never rode before and beat his time.
Nice.
Wow.
Was she on his bike?
Oh yeah, because she doesn't have her own, obviously.
Whew, that's a brave man right there. Never ridden a motorcycle. Let me do a dyno drag on it.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're male or female or whatever. That's a brave thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Let Sarah do it on your bike.
You know, love her, but I'm kind of curious about Pig Trail. I mean, obviously they did stuff at the Eureka location, but they definitely stepped it up for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue when Fayetteville kind of kicked everybody out. So I'm a little bit curious as to why they aren't more involved in Spring Fling. You know, it's so far away. It's not like it really, they could plan it completely separately, seems like.
And there's got to be people staying in Rogers because I guess there's quite a few choices for hotels there, ain't there? In Eureka.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if anybody said how many people were there. It's so hard to tell because everything's so small section parking lots. You don't just get like a gigantic parking lot.
And everybody's just crammed in. Find a parking lot, there's 7 bikes in one parking spot.
Yeah, right.
Or then you get the guy on the slingshot that thinks he's a motorcycle and parks right in front of the cat house.
Just talking about that this afternoon about slingshots trying to get in motorcycle parking.
There was a slingshot parked in motorcycle parking there at the cat house on Saturday.
Really?
Yep.
Oh man.
I guess
he was there for a long time too.
Gone for the
I think it was a Vietnam veteran that was parked there. So he may not have had the best knees, but
I mean, parking around there is kind of a nightmare when there's an event going on, bike or not. You just never know.
It's a challenge.
Yeah,
it's part of the fun. It's part of the fun. You get a story to tell. I had such a hard time getting a parking spot. You don't understand. It took somebody had to get on somebody else's bike. Shh, don't tell them. Move that bike so I could get my bike out. It's a story. Shh, don't tell the guy that we moved his bike.
Or you just overheat while trying to find a spot.
Yeah, that's what I had just gotten the newest BMW, the one I have now. But that was for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. But we were trying to find a parking spot for the last stop of the poker run. And I rode around in circles for 2 hours, overheated my bike, and just gave up.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was wild.
Okay, Jay. I guess we'll allow that.
Where is he?
Baggerbaiter, you wasn't in here?
Baggerbaiter's in there.
I forgot to send it to you. I think maybe I did include you. Hell, I don't remember. I've slept since I sent the group the mass out.
Yeah, I was trying to find the thing on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh man, you put that up 5-6 days ago or something."
Oh yeah. I went ahead and scheduled it Wednesday, I think. No, I don't even remember. Like I said, I've slept since then.
Yeah. But I know for Spring Fling, we've always liked it. It's sort of more of our home rally than Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, just because when Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue was in Fayetteville, it's close to us, but it's still it's 30, 45 minutes away, which means you really need to get a room if you're gonna, drink and whatever all night. So it became Spring Fling became sort of the smaller kind of riding rally versus Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue being kind of the walk around and look at vendor tents rally, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, it was cool that Switchback had vendors this year. I don't think they had vendors last year. And we had met Jax, the one that ran Persephone's Pleasures. We've met her a few times at other things before.
Yeah, they had vendors last year. It was
They had vendors.
they had a tire shop and something else there.
Yeah, I think they had the Casey Motor Babes last
They had
year.
motor babes, and I think they had that accessory that was on the end of it.
Oh yeah, the stuff that had like patches and leather stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a good small like kickoff of the season kind of rally. I mean, I say it's small. I don't know. There could have been 5,000 bikes there. I just never saw them in one place. I don't know.
That's the good thing about. That's the good thing
everybody was
about
everywhere. So
types of rallies that they're not everybody is congregated. It's like Sturgis. You know, if you had several 100,000 people all in one spot, it would be chaos. But luckily, the area, the greater Sturgis area, is big enough with Devil's Tower all the way to Badlands, down to Custer, Needles Highway, Mount Rushmore, Iron Mountain Road, that everybody doesn't need to be in the same spot at the same time.
right.
Yeah.
So,
Bagger, of all the people that would have clarified what Persephone's Pleasures is, I'm glad. I would expect no less.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less out of Bagger Bader. Just in case somebody didn't know.
Sarah's enjoying some of the spoils of the rally right here.
what? What do you got? What is that? Tell me. Show me. Tell me.
Go for it.
Apple pie moonshine.
Ooh.
Where did you get that at?
Made by our awesome friend Robert, or Moonshine Man, as Chase calls him.
So you
the
saw
the road glide and the trailer.
Yeah, with the dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we met him last year in Oklahoma, and this was his first time coming over to Arkansas, which I thought was wild because he rides like 100,000 miles a year. But
What kind of dog is that he carries with him?
I don't know what Maggie is.
Yeah, I don't know what she is either.
Kind of looks like,
She's not
yeah. Yeah, it kind of looks like a German Shepherdy mixy thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she goes everywhere with him. Every rally he's at, she's hanging out. He takes an umbrella with him, so when it's hot, he can pop it up over the trailer so she can hang out.
Okay. I didn't see him set up, so I guess he was set up there. Switchback, wasn't it?
Switchback.
Yeah, him and Jax are good friends, so he pretty much parked next to her tent every day.
Well, she calls him her rally brother.
Yeah.
There you go. That works. But you can't miss him out on the road because he has the music blaring.
Oh yeah, you can hear it over your own exhaust.
Absolutely.
I've been working on a short of that because he followed us the whole time for the poker run on Saturday. And I could tell when he was like within 100 yards of me because it was like the music got louder. And eventually, if he got beside me, she could hear his music through my Cardo. It's very serious.
Yeah.
For sure.
So how many times did you end up having to climb that pole, Chase?
I only climbed it once. I just had to stay up there for like 5 minutes. That's really what happened.
That was impressive.
Well, everybody was giving me shit about about not getting the Badger sticker up there cleanly, and I was trying to yell at Sonny to give me a replacement. But I will say, Bill climbed up afterward because I didn't even think to rip the messed up sticker off. So then Bill climbed up and ripped the sticker off, and he's been up there before. He's an experienced pole dancer, So
Yeah, I thought they would be here too. But
how about 70-year-old Mike Bodine climbing that pole?
Right?
Did someone else do it this weekend? I didn't. I wasn't over on that side of the cat house much.
Jay put my sticker up, but before Jay put my sticker up, Mike Bodine was like, "I could do that," and he went up there before I could even get my phone off my hip. He was already at the top, and he was on his way down. So that's all I could record was him coming down.
You guys can ignore that. I forgot to remind everybody in the group that the live stream.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I was assuming that was like XAN over there just blowing on his harmonica every once in a while, you know?
Oh, there you go. That works too.
I'm
So
just watching the live stream on my phone.
Gotcha. I'm like trying to glance over at the chat, but I'm also blind.
Oh. So, XAN, are you ready to take that track kit off yet?
No, actually, I've gotten used to it now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, after all that there, man, riding home on it with it was a breeze.
Yeah, it only took you 7 hours to get home. I don't know how long it took you to get there, but
it took me about 8 to get there.
Once you hit 23, you were
going there. I wasn't
slow.
sure where. Right. Well, going there, I wasn't sure where I was going either.
Oh, okay.
You know, because I hadn't gone that route before. But
yeah, I saw your video on it. It was cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just bits and clips, but
yeah, being as active as Mike Bodine at his age, I don't expect to live that long, let alone be that active at that age.
As he sips the cocktail, you know.
Yeah, right. Hold on a second. Let me mute myself here for a second.
So
there's the
Wagonators. They made it. Damn it! I had a question. Completely forgot what it was. Now, Chase, you guys are in. Damn it.
We're in Centerton. If we're talking to people,
Bentonville.
Yeah. If we're talking to people from out of town, we say Bentonville. But if they're locals, we say Centerton because it's a different town. It's just west of Bentonville. It's sort of like a suburb of Bentonville, if you will. So
Walmart land.
Yeah. I worked at the Walmart home office for about 10 years, and you worked there for a year and a half or two. Yeah.
That's the only reason I can remember it.
Yeah. No, it's good. And I mean, Eureka is, I want to say very specifically 47 miles. The cat house is 47 miles from our house, I believe.
Oh, wow.
62. So, I mean, I go over there at least a couple of times a month during like kind of riding season, you know, just because Highway 62 is awesome, you know, and just go over there for an afternoon and come back.
I don't think you can pick a wrong road.
No.
Yeah, you really can't.
Cannot.
Are the Wagonators in the green room?
No, they're not.
Okay, I was just wondering because they linked. I didn't know.
Are they even in the chat?
Just you, the one that's linked.
No, Wagonators are not in the live chat either. I just tried to tag them.
I think they're on XAN side of it. Because
they might be
screen sharing.
They might be.
Oh. Good job.
Yeah, XAN did do right and kind of took it slow around trying to get used to his new track kit.
Yeah.
Or quad kit, really. I mean, you still got 4 tires on the ground.
Yeah, quad kit. Yeah. But I tell you what, I mean, if you're going to learn to ride it tight and everything, that's the place to do it.
Yeah. Which.
So why exactly?
I think it would have taken us 4 times as long to get to OARC if you'd been with us, Mike.
Oh, I'm sure.
But we went to OARC on Friday for lunch, and that was a pretty good ride. Down 215 or across 215, really.
Until April broke down.
Until we found April had a bad wheel bearing.
Wow, that was the second one.
Break something.
There was a gentleman on the Sunday Fun Day ride that had a wheel bearing go bad as well.
Oh, really?
So he was in front of me actually. He was just all over the road. Thank God we stopped when we did, and then they went and got a truck and left the bike at a gas station. I don't know where. Something Reed Springs, Spring Reed. I don't know, something like that.
I'm not too
Did she-
sure. I
did she
know a
just-
little bit about the area, but it's just enough to be dangerous, I think. So
Right.
Did she just park at breakfast and say something didn't feel right, and that's what they came up with, or how'd that go down?
we were on 215, and she was talking to Mike or writing the Ozarks on the comm system, and Jay, and she just goes, is this road rough, or is something wrong with my bike? And we got to the end of 215 where you turn to go to Oark, and she goes, I think there's something wrong with my bike. So they were checking out the front wheel bearing. She thought it was in the front. But the thing is, I heard it a little bit before she said it, before I knew she was saying anything. And I pulled up there, got closer, and something sounds off. And they said, "Oh, her trunk rattles."
Oh, Ray Gregory.
They rattled her trunk. I'm like, okay, but it didn't sound like a rattle to me. It sounded more like a grind. And then Jay grabbed a hold of her rear wheel and twisted it just a little bit, with all the weight still on the ground and everything. So you know if you have a bad wheel bearing then if you do that.
Jay saving the day, you know.
Yeah, we pulled the saddlebag off and went off to the grass so that we could see that wheel real good. And you see two Desirees? Oh,
Uh-oh.
She got a picture of herself behind her.
Oh. Saddle Tramp seeing double, huh?
how much you had to
Already?
drink today,
It's
bud?
so soon. It's too early to see two.
Yeah, it's early. It's early for double Desirees.
You guys can only handle one, please.
Desiree, I heard Jay say something about you guys making like an opposing video series sort of thing. Where are you from?
Oh,
Are there-
I'm from New York City. But
so
I
that's
live
where
in
you like
Florida.
live right now.
Pardon
No,
me?
right now she's in Panama City Beach.
Well, no, I mean,
That's
but your home is in New York City.
My home is in Florida.
Oh, okay. I
I
didn't know if
sold
you were
my
like
New
going
York
back
home.
up to New York. Gotcha.
Yeah, I did that. I did the commute for a while, and then I right before COVID hit is when I was ready to sell, and it was an experience to sell the house during COVID. So
I'd imagine.
yes. Who can't go in? They can't go in. This without you can't go in with the real estate. It was a mess, but it got done. So, but yes. So yes, I definitely would love to do that with Jay whenever he's ready. Because there's Arkansas speak and there's New York speak. And
Jay
you
is
guys,
definitely king of Arkansas speak. That is for
oh
sure.
my God. Yes.
No,
Yes,
no,
I
Jay's
love
the king of trucker speak because he calls everybody driver. Like, I don't
calls
remember your
everybody-
name. I'm going to call you driver.
I love it. Hey,
There's Road Rush
Nation.
Nation
Here we go.
chiming in. How you doing?
Jay has been there, seen that. It's true. Eric Firecracker was yelling. I'm like, uh-oh. They win. I know we didn't get to talk. I know. It's true. But I'll be at K River. You guys coming to K River? Who's going to K River?
I'm not going to make K River this year.
Aw,
I would like to, but it's right after my Hog Rock weekend. So,
I gotcha. Hog Rock is in your backyard.
yeah, it's 2 hours down the road.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, Jeremy,
Yeah,
you going to
them
be
changing the
you going to
beaks
making it
for,
TMMR?
Do what?
Are you going to go to TMMR?
I don't think so because I think I'm going to try to do this will make Jay happy. I'm going to go to Mid America Freedom Rally.
Oh,
Woo!
they're back-to-back weekends, aren't they?
Nice.
We'll be
You
there.
guys got to
I think
Yeah.
2
so.
more years.
Wow.
And I've got something the weekend right before what would be TMMR.
Oh, yeah.
You guys got to keep that Mid America rally going for 2 more years.
Yeah, because Des ain't going to go to 2026.
I know. I'm sorry.
Plan that far ahead. Like, how do you know? What?
Because
Des is a
that's
planner.
yes, I am.
You got next year's rallies already planned out and knows she can't make it.
That's correct. That's exactly
But I'll
it.
tell you what one she's going to every year, Sturgis.
That's right. 2.
Yeah.
You can guarantee that I'll be at 2 every year, and that is Daytona and Sturgis.
Daytona's in her backyard.
Yeah, I was like, how far are you from Daytona?
2.5 hours,
Oh, gotcha.
3 hours,
Yeah.
give or take. So,
Oh, by the way, Jeremy, the Blessing in the Bikes at Bald Knob Cross is on the 19th of May.
Oh, it's not till the 19th. I thought it was
No,
this coming Sunday. Not tomorrow, obviously, but
no.
ooh, Saddle Tramp's thinking about
May
Key River.
19th.
New York, big city of dreams.
it's a
but
good time,
not
Saddle
everything in
Tramp.
New
You
York-
should go. I went in October when it was a little bit chilly, and it was still a good time. So,
What's that?
K River.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, it goes September into October. Mid American Freedom Rally. That's what it is.
Well,
Okay,
no, K
thank
River this year is June.
June. Right. No, I was just reading the acronym that Jay wrote there
Oh.
because I kept misspeaking it. This year is the 31st year. Really? You got to keep it going for 2 more years. Have I been to Leesburg? Yes, I have been to Leesburg. I live
Leesburg's this
an hour
weekend,
away
isn't it?
Yeah, I live an hour away, so I don't stay there. I just ride back and forth. I mean, I could stay there, but I want to stay in my house.
To be fair, we stayed in Eureka for 3 nights for spring fling just because heck no, we're not driving back or riding
Right.
back from
It's
there.
true. It's true. It's true. But it's not a bad ride. You know, it's a nice ride there and back. But whatever. Maybe someday I'll stay. But I don't even have Leesburg on the schedule for next year. I'll be somewhere else. Leesburg. What weekend is this? April 27th. Let's see. Next year in April. Come on, change the year. April 27th. I'll be in the Outer Banks next year.
Oh,
Outer Banks has a rally too.
Yep. I would like to go out there for the. Well, I want to go to the Outer Banks anyways, just because.
True. It's been 30 more than 30 years since I've been 35 years. 36, something like
I just
that.
love
since I've
North
been
Carolina in general because you have the mountains on one end of the state and you have ocean on the other end.
Yep.
And like Florida,
So,
where
yes.
it's ocean.
Chase is like, he's looking like I can't think till 3 months from now. But when you have an RV,
the schedule for this year is literally in front of me on a different screen, like with every single date. Are we going? Are we not going? Are we tentatively going? And like how many miles and how many days until are on it. So we do planning.
I get a calendar from work with the full 12-month calendar all on one big poster.
Oh yeah.
My wife had me put down all the rallies that I was going to, and I'm like, well, fuck, I might as well include the ones that I might go to in a different marker color, and then the ones that I'll go to if I win the lottery, include those in a different marker color.
Great.
true.
Yeah, Sarah printed one off at work and had me like, go over it and like scratch through the dates for everything. And
Bill and Ray just said they're out of town. That's why they're not.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. And so that everybody knows, because they're talking about K River in the side chat, the Stubborn American is June 19th, 20th, so whatever you get there, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 20th, 21st, 22nd. I like to get there a day or two early just to go ride. Just like Eureka, I got there a day or two early, go ride. I didn't intend on it, but I went in all 4 directions from Eureka Springs. So it just happened that way.
K River surprised me, just kind of knowing Oklahoma, and a lot of Oklahoma is pretty straight, flat, whatever, nothing exciting. But when we went to K River and went riding around, I was pretty impressed by how, it's not like the pig trail switchbacks and crazy whatever, but it's really good riding around the campground, especially compared to the rest of Oklahoma.
It's true. It's true.
Yes, I was pleasantly surprised too because I was actually born in Oklahoma. I still have family there. After I left K River in 22, I went to visit family for a few days, and they live north central Oklahoma where it's just flat and straight.
Mhm.
I wasn't expecting Talamina, or was it Talamina,
Right.
Talahina?
Telling me to drive. Yeah.
Yeah, Talamina
Talamina
Scenic
Scenic Byway.
Byway.
Mhm.
It's a good ride. There's one above it. I don't remember the name of it. I don't know if it has a scenic byway name, but I'm going to ride that one this year. There's another route that goes across from Oklahoma into Arkansas. Help me out, Chase.
Wind River. Oh,
The one that has the dam on it.
there is the
You
dam
ride
run
the
that
dam
they
out.
did.
I don't know. Dang it.
But
Now I got to look it up. Please
Winding
stand by. Enjoy
Star-
the.
It's so funny you say that because, like, I'm like the millennial guy who's had GPS for basically all of my adult life, and so anytime somebody asks me like a road name or number or whatever, I'm like, I don't know what it's called. I just know like where it is, like whatever.
Jack has no comment about Oklahoma.
Yeah, I see that. Hey, according to Gunnery Sergeant Arlie Ermy, only 2 things come from Oklahoma or from Texas.
Uh-oh.
So, hang on, this one's from Oklahoma. She's there.
What part of Oklahoma are you
What
from?
part?
I'm from Miami, northeast
Okay.
corner.
Yeah, I go through there. I go into Enid.
Yep.
I don't really go through there. I go through the tollway.
There's not much there to be worth going through. So
Unless you want to go to her parents' house and maybe have some like smoked brisket or something, that's about the only thing worth going to there.
There's a restaurant where part of their dining area is in a old cattle car, and it's north of 412 somewhere. And I really want to stop there one day on the way. Oh, or on the way there. I can't remember the name of it. I've got it saved as a want to go place on my Google Maps.
I don't know about that, but if you want to ride some of the original blacktop of Route 66, you can go through Miami and ride that.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that? Okay,
Which-
where's that? Jeez. I'm trying to look it. I'm on my phone trying to look.
I'm bad at that
I see
too. Like
Wait,
drop
is it spelled
in.
Miami?
Yeah, it is.
Come on. Say it again.
Miami.
Come on.
Oh, here comes the drama. Watch out.
Wait.
Well, so there's the Miami tribe of Indians that are located
Okay.
in Ottawa County, and so that's why it's pronounced Miami instead of Miami.
Miami. Miami. Okay,
Florida
I got
just
you.
got it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I'm not from Florida. I'm from New York, but
Everybody knows Miami, so that's what everybody
I'm not
thinks.
taking the hit on that. I didn't name it.
Gosh,
I
we
see it
got
now.
together, and I would, be like, "Oh yeah, we're going to Miami this weekend," and would type it out and be like, "Oh, you're going to Miami? Like just this weekend?" Like, no, I'm going an hour away in Oklahoma.
It really is. I can't find. I guess that is the road. Maybe it's one lower than that. What is the name? 3. So the Talamina is Route 1, and we've taken 63 back. So when you go into Mena, Arkansas, then you just take 63 back. But then there's Route 3. It just looks like interesting. But then Christian Custom said something about Robbers Cave. Going up by Robbers Cave. Do you guys know about that place? Vagabator? Maybe you do.
No, I was gonna say
Oh.
I need to get better because I have pins and stuff for locations to hit when they're out on the road, and I'm like so terrible about that I probably pass like a million cool things and just no earthly idea. I stayed at the Porn Star Inn.
I have never
Way
heard
different than Robbers Cave. Robbers Cave.
Bagger's got the good stops, Let me see your
Apparently,
pins, man.
I've never heard of it either.
Isn't Robbers Cave like Isn't that the cave in like Missouri?
I mean, I see 3,000 billboards for caves, but I'm not sure if I saw a robber's cave.
I don't remember Robbers Cave, but
Robbers Cave
there's
State Park.
Merrimack. Merrimack is highly advertised.
It's
Yeah,
Wilbur-
Merrimack is. It's like ridiculous.
It's Wilburton, Oklahoma.
Mm.
It's an hour and 11 minutes north of K River.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
K River's like way over there, though.
Middle of nowhere.
K River down the southeast corner.
I tell you about that Italian restaurant that's in town is really good. They give you a lot of food.
Road Rush has got you covered.
Thank you. Road Rush is the joint. They know what's up. I am not going to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. I will be in Texas at that time. Riding with
That's the
Texas
Lone Star Rally, right?
I am going Lone Star Rally. So
That's
I'll
the
be in
same
Texas.
weekend, or are you just going to be in Texas?
I'm going to be in Texas for about a month.
Hmm.
This year. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, boy. Oh.
I can't imagine why you would get shit for that bagger baiter.
It was probably one of the ones that floods multiple times a year.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, the hotel.
Aggravator said the hotel he picked was a dump, and he gets shit still for picking that one. And I know he picked it off the name. He didn't give a crap what the review was. He was going to stay there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr.
Right.
Bodine's in the house.
Writing
There
in
he
those
is.
notes also says they're not home.
There we go. Hi, Mike.
Yep.
Mr. Bodine.
Right in the Ozarks and Firecracker unable to join us because they are potentially moving right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I saw his video about that. Yeah. Oh, would you grab my
Which is also
So-
what's keeping Mike off of a new bike right now, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he had said that before, that they knew they were going to need to figure out the house situation. So
Yeah.
it is adulting, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I went and looked at a new bike today,
Uh-oh.
and I've almost got the wife convinced. So
Nice. Which, are you
What
gonna
year
tell us
is
or
yours?
not?
huh?
What year is yours, Busted Knuckles?
21.
21. Yeah. Say it looked pretty new.
And
Yeah, I went.
It's clean.
I went up to went over to Garfield today and got Witchcraft's new patch put on my vest. So
Oh, that's
I was
awesome.
hoping they were going to be on here, but I guess not.
What weekend is Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue?
It
In
is
September, October?
September 18th.
September 18th.
and
Oh,
I agree, HD.
I'm in
Being an
Arizona.
adult sucks. XAN, are you going to make Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue this year?
I don't know if I'll make Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. I will be making Hog Rock, though.
Okay. I think I'm going to try and put Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue on the list for 25, which I won't find out about that until probably like 2 weeks before whether I'm going or not.
Yeah, Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue was a lot more put together this year. I mean, last year was the first year Rogers officially hosted it, and it was fine. It was a bit of a mess. You could tell that it was kind of put together by a town that hadn't put together a rally for 25 years straight, But they got a lot more fleshed out, and Eureka stepped in a lot more this past year. So I think we basically spent I spent a day kind of kicking around Rogers, doing stuff, and then we went down to Eureka. We went to Flatheads and all that stuff. But I know folks were saying last year that it's kind of become one of those rallies, not at the scale of Sturgis, but kind of like Sturgis, where you can't experience everything in 1 year. It's spread out enough to where you kind of have to pick and choose the events and stuff you do now, which is fine. So we'll have something different to do this year than we did last year.
Yeah. It's good to have options as opposed to just doing the same thing, which I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next year. If I'm going to try and do Spring Fling again, or if I am going to skip Spring Fling to add in something else.
It's tough because you want to support.
Yeah, Yeah,
Our
people
friends.
supported me like
right.
Cat House and
Sure.
Jeff and then Switchback has supported us with allowing us to stay at the house that they rent for us.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Switchback, that was one of the things I think Jay had said earlier, something about like kind of what were like the wins and misses you found at Spring Fling. And I think Switchback seemed to me that they stepped it up a lot this year, just kind of with the entertainment and
Yes.
like it was just there was stuff going on. It wasn't just hanging out at Switchback, you know. The poker run was great. I think it might have been bigger. I think the Labor Day, or is it Labor Day poker run this past year was their biggest one ever, but I think this was actually a little bit bigger than that one. So they always host good stuff, and Andy and Carrie are awesome. Yeah, and the rides and stuff. And it's funny, I was joking with her that I knew I popped open Waze, and like every single one of those stops was like a previous location. So like I had done it before, you know, but it's a new season, so I like forgot the roads between this year, last year, whatever. But you know, it's a really cool place, and they've definitely put a lot of work into it. To Jay's, to finish the last part of his question, in terms of a miss, I did feel like some of the stuff was planned a little last minute and wasn't super fleshed out. Like the bike show was really last minute. I'm glad we got the turnout we did, and there were cool bikes there, you know, but there just wasn't enough notice. And it seemed like Miss Spring Fling, there were really only 2 or 3 honest participants. I know the KC Motor Babes chipped in there at the end to kind of get enough folks to really have a contest.
Oh yeah, we missed it because we got there shortly before they announced the winners. You know, because April had to break down on us.
Oh yeah. It was pretty wild there Saturday night. That's for sure. When I definitely got plenty of video that will not be posted anywhere. Let's put it that way. So.
I don't know how many bikes were dropped at the Switchback. I know of 2 of them when I was there.
I've seen one. That's all I've seen.
We saw 2.
It's going to happen. You know,
I've seen one at the Cat House. It was dropped onto my bike.
That's all the roads in Arkansas.
Oh yeah. I walked out there. I remember that.
Which I was able to get most of that off there, so I told the guy not to worry about it.
I didn't realize he actually dropped. I thought he just kind of scraped it backing out. He actually dropped it onto your bike.
He dropped it backing up.
Oh, wow.
There was a little bitty bump right there, trying to back up, and that threw him off, I guess.
Have you guys watched Road Rush Nation's latest video, where when they got there, that car pulled out in front of them?
Yep.
Like,
they were telling me about that. I didn't realize she got it on video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just kept going.
Yeah, the person just kept going.
That was wild. Yeah, the Switchback parking lot, I mean, I've been there 100 times, and it's still like a pretty treacherous parking lot to me, especially if there's a lot of people there.
Oh, yeah, because it's all kinds of odd angles.
Yeah, it's all bumpy and weird and whatever.
And then sometimes there's a sideways lane to it, too.
Correct.
Yeah, it's fine if it's like wide open and you can just pull straight up to the front and park. You know, it's pretty clear there. But yeah, we were watching that the couple of days or whatever. Like, are they going to lose it? Are they going to lose it? You know, the whole time. So it's a test of parking skills for sure.
The guy that dropped his bike onto mine, people were apparently giving him shit because he couldn't pick it up himself. His girl had to help him pick it up, which it was against another bike. It'd be kind of hard to get in there and get the
right.
What was it?
Angle.
It was a street glide, I think.
I mean, I have picked up my bike.
Bat wings, they're about junk, you know.
When you're under stress, yeah, like, oh shit, I have to pick this up. It gets significantly more difficult to execute a proper pickup of a 900-pound bike.
Yeah, when you're right up against literally on another bike, with the fairing. So
the morning of the poker run, some guy pulled right up, you know, like the bike. I'm parked going into the bar area. in the switchback. So, but it's leaning and the handlebars are turned as per usual. So the guy came in so close I couldn't straighten the bike out without hitting his bike now. And I was like, he finally came over and I was like, a little close, you think? And he's like, I'm lucky I didn't drop it. And I was like, oh, good God.
Yeah, we were talking about that. You were like, who's this guy? Why is he 6 inches from my bike?
Which there
and
was
he was
several
too
people
up.
that tried to park like that at the cat house, and one guy parked and he got off of his bike on the right side, and he was getting ready to call it good. Then he stepped back, he looked at it and goes, They can't stand their bike up.
Right. And that's how I get on the bike from the right side.
Yeah.
So,
It's a battlefield out there.
Oh, you stand up on the floorboard and throw your leg over Runchy does.
leave me alone. Don't be making
No.
fun of short people.
If you listen to Jerry Palladino, that's the way he recommends getting on the bike. I mean,
That's it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, getting up on the high side. So you don't look like me, like the
Yeah.
idiot that has to like do the ninja kick over his backrest. Yeah.
yeah. Here lately, I've been standing on the rear foot peg and
Oh,
throwing
yeah.
the leg over.
And you make fun of me for how I get off.
Oh, there you go.
Well, now listen. She I'm gonna have to get like
I'm gonna leave that comment alone.
some saddlebag bumpers because Sarah has left half of her boot heel on my saddlebags.
You know,
Oh,
When my
but it's a
legs-
BMW. It don't rub out. It don't
when
rub
my
out.
legs
It's a
are so
BMW.
cold that they
About it.
move, there's not much happening there.
Oh yeah, that was the poker run when it was a little bit chilly.
Yeah.
It's funny, we walked into that first stop at Brew and Q, and Robert, the guy, the moonshine man, I asked him if I could say that in public, and he said, "Yeah, I don't care." We parked, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's sun's coming out, like starting to warm up, whatever." And he was like, "I was thinking about putting chaps on."
True, man.
I'm
Yeah,
Thank
back
God for the
it's
chat.
warmer
It is
this year than it
already.
was last. Last year was about miserable.
Yeah,
Especially
last
when
year
you
it
get
got
home.
down in the 30s that in the mornings because we rode over
It was
for the Great American Convoy kickoff, and it was easily in the low 30s that morning going over to Pig Trail.
Oh yeah,
It was 39 on Sunday morning.
yeah, that was a little chilly, but
Last year, this year or last year
This year.
was it? I guess.
We weren't up that early.
Oh, we didn't get up that early. Gotcha.
We got up at like 10.
but last year, whenever we
Oh,
woke
okay.
up on
We were
Sunday
already
to
on
head
the road.
home, there was ice on all the seats. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
except for Road Rush because they put little seat covers on their bikes.
That's
People who plan ahead for things. God.
sorry. You know what? When you plan, you can have like little life comforts.
It's true. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I wing it on anything. Very rarely wing it.
The more you plan, the more it just flows, and there's less stress. So
Well, it sounds like
that's
you have a lot more going on in terms of like events and stuff. So it definitely makes sense. Like we always have like 2, 3, 4 weeks between things. So it's not like you have to get crazy with your planning and moving around
Right.
and stuff. Did we
Well,
lose?
it's not even the rallies or anything. It's just that this is, I bought an RV, and if you buy something and you don't use it, then you shouldn't have it. If you have a boat in your driveway, garage, storage, and you're not using it, you should sell it. Right? That's just the way that I look at it. It goes for a motorcycle. If you're not riding it, maybe it's time to let it go. Maybe somebody else can enjoy it. So,
Yeah.
For this period of time, I need to use the RV, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Hello.
So in the
Hello.
future, will I have an RV? I don't know. So
Hey,
let
Mike.
me get it done.
I'm trying to glance at the chat. Like I say, I'm half blind, so I'm kind of like I need to be over here to like see the chat.
Now, is Road Rush full time in their RV? See, and Jack says he agrees. Thank you, Jack.
Hello, Mike Bodine.
Yeah. There's a lot of people with boats in their driveways and side yards and everything, and they're not using it. They should
Oh yeah.
sell it. What are you holding on to it for? Oh, I want to give it to my kids. Really? Because it'll be ancient and out of date. Your kids won't want it, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't know you had an RV.
Yes, I'm in it right now.
Gotcha. That was like
I'm in it.
you were talking about getting out of the shower and stuff, and I was like, do you have like a scary place that you don't want to show what's behind you, with the like live wallpaper thing or whatever. Well, that's cool. I was wondering because you obviously travel around a lot, so that makes a lot of sense. I was like, man, are you staying in hotels and like doing whatever the whole time?
No, because you know, if I want the reservations that I want, and I don't, a lot of people just wing it. And Road Rush, they travel in their RV, and the Wagonators do as well. And if you want the site that you want, then you have to be on top of it. You have to be on top of making your reservations. Like, I after Eureka Springs, I went to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and there's a Hot Springs National Park, and they have a campground. They have full hookups in a national park. Like, that is just unheard of. And full hookups means water, sewer, and electric. To have sewer where you don't have to go and share and wait in line to, you know what,
dump your stuff, your gray water, your black water, whatever.
Correct. Like, you just don't want to wait in line for somebody else to be done, and then you're going to be potentially, you know, if they're new at it, or anybody could have a poopsies, and there's literally crap all over the place, and you're dealing with that. So full hookups means a lot, and it was $34 a night.
Wow.
So where did you stay during spring fling? Like which campground?
I stayed at Wanderlust, and I would stay there again, just not in the site that I was in, because it was too. I couldn't. I like to be able to hook up and load up my bike without moving the rig. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Did anybody stay in Adam's place? I forget what it's called.
Green
That's
Tree.
where Baggerbaiter stayed.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I know when he bought it,
I think
he
that's
kind
where
of
he
did a
stayed.
walk around. Yeah, because there's
That's
some
where-
cabins and then a bunch of RV spots, pretty much, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, that's where Wagonators stayed also.
Cowboy, you make it home yet, or are you still traveling? Because he went down to Texas after spring fling.
I was gonna say he's been putting up videos from all sorts of places ever since this past weekend. So
Yeah, I have a separate garage
on his
as well.
vacation and
Yes.
had an extra week, so he decided to use it. Just got home. Well, Cowboy, if you want to join us, I'll send you the link.
There we go.
Apparently, Baggerbaiter didn't want to join us, so I sent him the link too. Just kidding.
Yeah. I was waiting for this moment because I've talked to Baggerbaiter on Mike's live streams like 58 times, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to see you in person. And then I saw him for like 3 minutes, and he was gone. Just never saw him again.
Wait, who put this under my name? Jeremy, your favorite. Wait, how long has that been there?
It was not there earlier.
I just put it up there a little bit ago.
Oh geez, I'm afraid of what he might put under mine.
I don't know you well enough yet.
It'll be like pole dancer or something.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Washer, you could put under mine washer of motorcycles, because I'm always reminding Jeremy to wash his motorcycle. Like,
That
damn
she
it, wash
is.
that bike. It's true. Every time I see it, it's filthy, and I'm like, I want to wash your bike.
I ride it, and I don't clean it. So
I do both. Look at her. That's at, which one are we there? That's at Buffalo River National River. I guess that's
Does
right.
it say Tyler Bend? I don't know if I've heard of that. Pole dancer. There we go.
Tyler Bend. Tyler
There
Bend
you
is
go.
where
Yeah,
they
I'm the same way. People always act like because my bike is clean that I don't ride it, and I'm like, no, I just ride it and clean it. You know.
to me, if it's nice enough to clean it, it's nice enough to ride it, and I'd rather be riding than cleaning.
Listen.
And I'm lazy, and I like to ride, so it kind of works out for me.
It's, you know what, it's hot in Florida, and I feel like anything that's on your bike is just going to melt into your bike. Does that make sense? Like, the bugs are just going to become one with the bike. Like,
Bugs eat clear coat, you know. It happens.
handprints become part of the bike if you don't address it. You know, the oils from your palm.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has oils. Everybody. So that just becomes ingrained. I don't, you know, I'm sure there's magical stuff out there to clean it with, but that would just drive me insane. The OCD would kick in.
That's why you don't touch art.
Pardon me? What'd you say?
Oh, I said that's why you don't touch art as well, because the oils.
Exactly.
The art.
Yes, exactly. Right. So that's how we catch bad guys, the oils from the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Bagger's got stuff going on, which, based on his previous conversation, God only knows what that could be.
Right?
Oh, good Lord. Oh, Lord.
He's probably afraid that Bill would been in comment.
Well, Mr.
about
J,
something
if
that
you're
he said
going to
before.
clean, I clean my bike when I'm done riding, and sometimes I'm up till midnight cleaning the bike when I get back after riding. And I have witnesses.
I usually do it every weekend, kind of like at the end of the weekend, like Sunday night. You know, you're just having beers in the driveway, hanging out. That's when I clean the bike.
Every night.
She's
Every
like,
night.
you know, kind of like softly caressing it.
I'm not gonna highlight that one, Bagger Bader, but that's
Go
on
ahead.
par
Why
for
not?
you. That's on par.
Oh, good Lord.
He's multitasking.
Oh,
But now I feel like you do need to be on the stream. Let's see what's happening here, Vader.
Jay, that's about how often my bike gets washed is twice a year. Once at the beginning of season, once at the end of season.
Twice
But
a
again,
year.
it's already been washed twice this year. So I bought a pressure washer. So I bought it to, clean off the outside of the house a couple times a year, or at least every year once. And I might as well use it to wash my bike from time to time.
there you go.
Now, if the wife asks me to wash her car, I'm going to say, well, there it is. There's the hose. Go for it.
Sarah just waits on her until I can't stand it enough to wash it myself. That's
Oh,
how
it does say cold answer. That's funny. My man hands us
Bagger,
off.
go home.
He is home.
Haircuts and
Haircuts? No, I get a haircut every 2 days.
Yeah, say I do every other week.
It's true. Michael doesn't wash his bike, and he knows. I look at his bike, and I totally judge him, like Mike. And then he stops by and
Next
has
time
the
I
pretty
see you,
ladies.
Daz, I'm going to come with a rag and some quick detailer and just hand it to you.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't
Actually,
know how
I
to take care of it.
recently tried that S100 stuff that I think Pro Monkey like swears by it or whatever. I was like, oh, let's give it a shot. And I read the can and it was like, don't leave this on for more than 5 minutes or else you won't have paint left or whatever. And I was like, wow, okay, never mind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's apparently a little caustic.
Oh, jeez.
Eats bugs and $5,000 paint jobs.
Well,
And now we have Lone Cowboy Adventures.
Woo!
well, we
Hey.
have in Florida. We have the love bugs, and they will just when you smash into them, whatever they have will just tear your paint apart.
Yeah, they have a type of acid in their body, basically.
Yes.
You got that new hat on there, Cowboy?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
We can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, I just
Uh-oh.
want a few minutes. We got thunderstorms rolling through. And
Oh, really?
yeah. We had tornado warnings up northern Missouri and all that stuff. But it was a pleasure seeing all you guys, meeting you guys down there. It was I had a good time,
Good deal. Was that your first spring fling?
The spring fling, yeah. We've been down there. Gosh, I think I've been down there 4 or 5 different times. We're going back down Memorial Weekend. We got some virgins in my group up here that aren't that have never been down there. So, and I don't know. I rode the whole pig trail down south to what is that, Ozark or whatever?
Yeah, down to Ozark.
Yeah.
I think that's where the interstate cuts it off, and then it just becomes flat after that pretty well.
Yeah, I went on south of there to Boonville. But yeah, I was gone 8 days. I was glad to get. Well, I was glad and I wasn't glad. You know what I mean? I got grass to mow.
Yeah.
Mm.
I still haven't mowed my grass. I'm planned for tomorrow. Thought about doing it today, but yeah, I got busy looking at another bike. So
Yeah.
We've gotten so much rain here in the past few days that there's no hope of mowing anything.
Right. This last leg, I went from Beebe, Arkansas, I think it's called, clear up to Lake Tenkiller, Oklahoma, to another. It was a YouTube meetup, y'all. My next video. But I started doing YouTube when I was watching like homesteaders and stuff. And, you know, that's how I first started out, was cows and calves and horses. I'll do the
cutting out on us, cowboy.
What's that?
Said you're cutting out on us.
Oh, this might be the thunderstorms. But you know, when I got rid
I
of
think I hear the thunder.
Yeah. When I got rid of the cows and the calves, that's when I switched it over to the motorcycle deal, you know, just more fun.
So, Jeremy, are you seriously looking at new bikes?
I am.
Nice. What do you look? Road Glide.
Well, new Road Glide.
Nice.
Road Glide or no glide.
I'm with
I'm
you.
going to Street Glide. I gotta have a Road Glide. It fits me
I got
better.
you. There you go. That's all you need to say. It fits you better. Good
Now,
for you.
am I gonna ride the new Street Glide? Absolutely. I'll ride anything once.
Yes. I rode the Street Glide CVO. I could barely touch the ground. I was.
That's what
literally
Bagger Bader said.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but he's talking about anything. I'll ride any
Yep.
motorcycle one time.
Oh boy. All right, that's cool. Do you have a color in mind?
What? I really like the white Onyx Pearl until I get up on it, and it's too flaky. I think it's
Okay.
too shiny for me.
I got.
I
But
already-
white's easier to keep clean.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
so,
looking at
Mike calls it
the blue
primer
burst.
gray.
The blue burst.
No, I'm not going to do primer gray.
Save $850 right there, man.
I don't care.
So you like the blue burst?
I like the blue burst, and I like the black on black,
The black on black.
the vivid black,
Okay.
the standard. Used to be the standard color. I still haven't found a gray billiard ball. Has anybody found a gray billiard ball? Because that's what they call that color, is billiard gray.
Huh.
I still haven't found
You
it.
should ask a salesman that and see like how long it takes the mouse to find the cheese on like why billiard gray is called billiard gray. I want to see what the answer to that is.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
I guarantee a salesman won't know. At least not the one that keeps coming up to me every time I walk into the dealer. Now the salesman that I deal with, he might just go, "Well, that's just what Harley called it." Which is not wrong. It's not like he had a say in it.
You don't think he was in that meeting where they were like,
Probably
okay, we have
not.
a gray color and we need to call it something. Jay and the Road King. He's coming in hot.
Honestly,
I
if
like
I didn't have to have music, because I will sing a song in my head until I hate the song, and then hate the artist, and hate the entire genre at some point, because I get this one song stuck in my head. So, but
I
I
really
honestly,
like
I think a Road King's where it's at if you don't have to have music.
Right. That's a good looking bike too. I like the copperhead color. Have you seen that? But I don't know if that's just a CVO color.
That's the CVO color.
It's beautiful though.
That's the
Is that the yellow gold kind of looking one?
No,
No,
it's
it's
like a
more of a
brown
like a
rust.
dark.
I don't even know.
I've got a computer with Harley's website pulled up in front of me.
Please,
Yeah,
by
come
all
on,
means,
host
share
of the
that.
YouTube video.
CVO.
Yeah, Bagger, that's what I've been calling it, is primer gray, just because he always says it every video. That's where they save the $850. They just primered it and clear coated it and called it a day.
Root beer. That's a good color. It's like a root beer color. Good job. Road Rush is on point tonight. Jeez.
Yeah, Road Rush does her homework just about like Mike does, but Mike's got an inside man. I don't think Road Rush has an inside man yet.
That's one person I didn't get to meet down there. Was Road Rush Nation.
They were there at the cat house while you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
I saw him
There we
Thursday
go.
night, but I didn't see him after that.
There is the Copperhead.
Go
Oh,
full
that's
screen.
not the color I figured it would have been.
Go full screen on that. And take us away and show. I mean, up. I think I know I have pictures of that. Should I go looking for my picture? Let's see.
That is, yeah, that's the Copperhead color.
Here.
Is that a
I'm gonna
CVO
find-
only?
It is CBO only.
Yes, that's a CVO only, but the color that I really liked for this year was the damn it, hold on. That they're
I like
actually
that.
not even showing it on the Road Glide.
Yeah.
It's on the Street Glide only, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that one I like that one they introduced down there at Daytona. That fade or whatever. Kind of looks like the old guitar kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah. It looks like a sunburst, like a
Yeah.
sunburst guitar.
Yeah.
The only reason I know anything about the color names is because of Mike. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I don't have a Harley. I'm just like I listen to things.
Well, I listen. I just don't remember names and stuff. Takes me a while.
There, that's the color that the paint scheme that I like.
What's that one called?
The Legendary Orange, which I thought they had it on both CVO models, both the Street Glide and the Road Glide, but Harley's only showing one on their website, so
Have you seen it in person?
I have not. I seen the Copperhead today.
I say I don't think I've seen that one in person yet.
There's the Copperhead.
Tobacco fade. That's right, Dying Breed.
Oh,
Yes, that's a
looks
good
way
looking
better
color.
in person, or like in an actual picture versus the like render on the website. Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
way
there
better.
you go. Can you
It
bring?
just
Can
looks
you
kind of
bring?
like whatever red on the website, but that's a good color.
Yep.
You guys were talking about the black on black earlier. That's what I've got on mine, but it's a 20. I do like the different colors. I mean, if I were to buy another one and keep this one, I would ride the same one I've got now and just ride, the CVO, for maybe around town once in a while, keep the mileage down on it.
You know what they say about that, right?
Garage Princess.
No.
No, that's what Aggravator calls
Like
it.
keep the mileage down is not like riding your girlfriend to keep it tight for the next guy.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God.
This one that one I've got now, we just turned 51,000 on it. I don't have any complaints. I don't need all the fancy electronics and all that stuff. What I've got on it is just fine for me. I tell you what, guys, I was running 90 mile an hour up the interstate trying to beat these storms in here. And,
Yeah, that lightning on your house, I see.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah, it's flashing out to the west a little bit.
I think we were supposed to get it later.
Yeah, but
You're Kansas City, right, Cowboy?
yeah, I'm on the north side of Kansas City.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a serious band coming across there, Missouri and everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Which
just
we're not supposed to get any of that here where I'm at, which I am pretty well just straight east of Kansas City. So
Yeah, I love the idea of colors, and then I'm afraid I'm going to get sick of it in 6 months. And so all my vehicles end up being black on black on black.
I don't think I'll ever have a red bike again. I love red. Red's one of my favorite colors, but every red bike I've ever had, I've dropped.
You've dropped? Is that what you said?
Dropped, yeah.
Oh, so it's like a
I was
superstition
trying to
against red.
back up next to my tent at Hog Rock, and my right knee said, "No, we're done," and it hit the ground.
yeah.
I left it down there for a minute. drank a beer, picked it up, and went on.
You can't be mad about it. It happened. It's over. Just
like I wasn't mad at the cat house when the guy dropped his bike on mine. I mean,
yeah. What are
he
you
was
gonna do?
super apologetic about it. He was looking for me, and when he couldn't find me, he went into the cat house and asked the bartender for a piece of paper, and he was going to leave his name and phone number and all that on it. And if he hadn't
That's
said
cool.
anything, I probably never would have noticed. It was just one little white mark on the saddlebag.
That's cool that he did that though.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people would just left.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they try to do that. I don't know who was at Switchback. Was that Friday night? I think it was Friday night.
Yeah,
It was Friday night. So when we pulled into park, and it was we got there early enough that the parking lot wasn't crazy yet. I was trying to pull up between two bikes, and somebody came in from the other side. And I don't know if they were trying to take my parking spot or like what was going on, but just like tried to turn into the hole I was getting into and just like dumped their bike with like Olens and stuff all on it, like on the floor.
That looks like a Jay Sorsby.
Yay! How was your birthday party?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I forgot about it, but it was great.
Whose birthday party was it? Not yours, right?
No, friend of my son's.
Because Jay recently had a birthday.
That's right.
36.
Yes. 36.
Nice. I don't think I've ever seen you without a
Spring
hat.
Fling.
What? Wow.
Is that better?
Oh my god. Oh my word. It was a compliment.
Oh, well, thank you, ma'am.
Look at that.
Now I believe the twice a year haircut thing.
Yeah.
Right?
So we should go check his bike and see if it got washed.
Hey, Mo.
Right before Spring Fling, I washed it the night before.
Oh my word.
Which I washed mine the week before, but by the time I got there, you couldn't tell it. I mean, there's several thousand dead bugs between here and Eureka Springs, so.
Oh yeah, it's the season. Like
there's actually a reason why I hate washing my bike. I find a new damn paint chip every fucking time I do it. So, which is one of the reasons I thought about going with the black on black, because the fairing is black plastic underneath, so it's not going to show the chip as much.
Yeah, I've got several scratches on mine, especially on the back fender from hooking my trailer up one time. And I have paint pens, and they're black for when we used to write the tag, for cow tags. And I just took it and covered it up, with a ear tag pen.
Yeah.
No, I think all my scratches are just from Sarah kicking my saddlebags.
Wow, that's the second time you mentioned that tonight. Jeez Louise. I'm with you, Sarah. Don't worry. We got this.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna jump ship here. I gotta go ahead and take care of some business. You know what I mean? And
Tell the wife we said hi.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad. I bet she's glad to have you home.
Yeah, it's been 8 days. It's kind of nice to be home. It's not. You just wish the trip wasn't over. You know what I'm saying?
Cowboy, it was nice to meet you at Spring Fling, sir.
Well, yeah, stay in touch.
Yeah, same thing.
So you're going to go to Mid-America Freedom Rally?
Yes.
When is that?
I'm asking Cowboy.
That is 5/24, the weekend of 5/24.
Where is it?
Buckhorn, Missouri.
St. Robert.
Oh, St. Louis?
St. Robert.
Huh.
It's off of a little bit off 40 or 70,
44, 40. What's that interstate that runs through there?
44 or 70. I mean, they both run through there.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
south of
70
Raleigh.
runs to Kansas City.
If y'all can send me some information there on my Instagram. Or
Jay can do that. Jay probably has all the information.
I'm working on it.
Jay's recruiting people like crazy to come to that.
I know.
Yes.
This-
Yes.
This still better be going on in 2026.
Even a year out. I'm recruiting for next year
That's
after this.
American.
So
right.
as
That-
we're getting ready to leave on Sunday, Saddle Tramp's loading up. We're all saying goodbye, and somebody says, Mike says something about a Mid America Freedom Rally, and Saddle Tramp goes, "Huh?" And then Jay goes, "I got this," and just jumps in. So May 24th through the 29th, or whatever it is.
Oh, is that Memorial Weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in Eureka Springs.
Oh yeah, that's right. You just said that.
Yeah. I got a couple of guys. One guy is really green, and the other guy's got some pretty good riding experience. But yeah, I need to get them down there and see that. We used to go down there every Memorial Weekend.
Mr. Bodine is going to be at Mid America Freedom Rally.
Woohoo!
All right, Jay, I just got that. I'll approve it here in a minute. So
Okay, cool. After you do, I can send the photo.
yeah. Okie on Two Wheels. Is that the channel that I talked to him?
Okimoto was in the side chat earlier, but I haven't seen anything out of him for a little bit.
Okie on
He was
Two
a
Wheels
spring
doesn't have a
fling.
channel,
Okay, yeah.
but he was there. You met him.
I had a good time with those two.
Yeah. They were at Cape River also last year.
Yeah.
So is Okimoto and Oki on Two Wheels same person?
No.
No.
Okay.
Oki on Two Wheels, him and his wife are there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Oki on Two Wheels and Oki's old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Correct.
like that.
If I'm not in here and you guys are live and he comes in or something, ask him what his wife used to do before her job now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh no.
We'll talk to y'all later, man.
See you, cowboy.
Oh boy.
About you,
Now, Mike Thompson promised me that Mid America Freedom was the best old school bike rally that still exists. So it's a high expectation there. The bar is real high because we like the old school bike rallies. So I'll be curious to see how this plays out.
If you want a real old school rally,
Hog rock.
compete with all the shenanigans of a private campground.
Yeah.
Care
about Hog Rock?
Is where I put my money at.
Yeah, we met a couple in Depew. I don't remember which one. Was that after Sturgis?
Yeah, I think that was after Sturgis.
Yeah, we went to their after Sturgis rally, and we met a couple there that does Hog Rock every year, and they kind of talked through it. Unfortunately, it's like 500 miles one way for us, so it's kind of like a big commitment to get there,
Oh yeah, there's actually a couple that comes every June, all the way from Arizona.
Mm.
But
Wow.
they've only been making that trip for 3 years now. They did live just this side of St. Louis.
So wait,
Yeah, they showed
They used to go
pictures.
twice a year, but now it's just the once. So
Actually, I didn't realize Hog Rock. Maybe I'm thinking of Junebug Boogie. Some of the stuff they went to wasn't super bike specific. It was just like a party out in the woods kind of thing.
Hog Rock is not. It's not really bike specific because it's uphill no matter where you go. It's all gravel roads. They do allow golf carts, but who wants to get on your bike after you've been drinking and drop a 900-pound bike?
Yeah.
A $30,000 bike at that.
Yeah, for sure.
Chase, did I hear correctly? You were at Sturgis last year?
No,
No? Oh.
I don't. I didn't mean that to sound like
Oh,
screw Sturgis. I just meant the Sturgis now.
Wait, no, I totally misheard that. I'm trying to. The dog is crying, and I'm trying to pay attention.
It's
But
on my
I heard Sturgis,
bucket
and I was like,
list.
Sturgis?
But I'm kind of torn. I mean, I think it's. I've got it up here. I bet.
Are you going this year?
So it's about 1,000 miles one way, which means it would either be Sarah's not going to be on the back of the bike for 1,000 miles unless we take 5 days to travel there. So we would truck, trailer, all that jazz.
Maybe
And
you need a better seat for it, or a better bike and get a Harley.
Oh.
listen, she has a
There might
seat.
be a red and black one for sale soon.
That's right.
A well-loved road glide.
Yeah, well, she wanted me to get the full dresser version of the bike, and I was like, I don't want a tour pack on the back of my bike for the like 85% I ride it solo, you know.
So Witchcraft, if you go check your Instagram, you can join us without Ray Ray.
There's no shame
I
in
know who
trailering.
his PR manager is.
My PR manager's out of town. That's great.
Hey, Jeremy, I'm going to be
Yo.
staying on here, but I am going to go ahead and link my channel off of it.
Oh, okay.
Just to let you know.
Jay, are you coming up for IFRD?
Doubt it.
Got it.